Friday morning, the Star newspaper was running a huge story that UDA party was planning to amend the constitution, and part of changes to the UDA party leadership was to introduce 2 deputy party leaders, just like the ODM party, where we have 2 deputy party leaders. I don't know the 2 or 3. 2. That is Oparanya and Joho. Even though those party leaders' positions, I think they are not normally so much effective. Now, that story also documented that one of the leaders that had been fronted by William Ruto as deputy party leader, and one of the deputy party leaders was supposed to be Johnston Sakaja. And I think during our morning tea, I was taking coffee somewhere, we were talking about this, that what will that portend for Rigathi-Gachagua? And we even had a bet. I was telling them that, yes, I was taking Nicholas, we're very good supporters of this channel, that we are not going, Rigathi-Gachagua will not allow that to happen, not over his dead body. The reason why I was saying that change to include, Rigathi might not have a problem by maybe having the deputy party leaders, but we would have a problem with Sakaja. There is a video that emerged during launch of a program, I think Health Volunteers program. There is a video that emerged that there is a video that emerged that Rigathi had snapped handshake with shaking the hands of Sakaja, and it caused a bit of it here. Now, what happened in that NDC then was these other changes, but that was not effected. William Ruto party decided that all the positions will be subjected to party elections in December 9th. So UDA is going to do party elections in December, and all those positions are going to be elective, including that of Secretary General. The other bone of contention, and governors had demanded that their deputies not to get involved in the party, not to be involved in the constituency party caucus. There is a caucus at the county level, where there is a county chairperson. That secretary at the county level has the chairperson, secretary, treasurer, and that party chairman, I think. At the constituency level, at the county level, even though ODM has even at the constituency. So these are grassroots structures. Governors had demanded that their deputies not to be included in that, in the sense that their deputies should not be allowed to vie as county party chairperson, chairperson of the county, chairperson of the party at the county level, or even at the treasurer or so, that they should not be allowed. This is because governors actually they wanted first they wanted themselves to be the county chairpersons of the party. No, as even as we speak now, that also happens in ODM party. That's why you realize that ODM governors are normally very powerful when nominations are going on, especially at the county level, because they are also part of the leadership of the party, just like the party leader. But it's a strategy that helps the party to be vibrant even at the county level, because that means that the county, the governor can always inject some few resources here and there, and that bolsters the party. So the deputy governors have been integrated into the county caucuses, building some influence. The governors that declined, But remember, some of these deputies are posturing as the successors. You know, for example, in Nairobi, Sakaja's successor, posturing as successor is that deputy, Mushiri. But at the Bomas, that U-turn was made of making sure that Sakaja is not made UDA deputy party leader. And I was not shocked. Myself, I foresaw that was not going to happen. That Rigathi-Sakaja wasn't going to accept that to happen. You will also realize, even before you look at what Ruto might have made that U-turn, you will also realize that Sakaja in the recent few days has been the limelight for the wrong reasons. EACC has been probing some corruption allegations, some corruption cases at City Hall, about how some pending bills were paid and they were not scrutinized, or rather due diligence was not followed in maybe offsetting some of those pending bills. The Dishina County program has also been affected, has also been riddled by cases of corruption, and governors' offices have been raided, I think by EACC, both the ones in City Hall. I think there is also one in Riverside. This one that is, I think it's Riverside office, was also raided. So even before that, you will also realize that Sakaja, even in the limelight, has not been so much good. However, I don't think that will stop Ruto from giving him that, from making him the deputy party leader. I've always been saying that in UDA party, as someone who has become Nairobi governor, that is a very powerful person. But Ruto saw some danger. Rigathi-Sakaja deep acrimony would actually crumble the UDA party. That acrimony has been there, starting from the days of Sakaja, when Sakaja was only blamed on, ejecting some few matatus that were applying the Kikuyu route. It started there. And Sakaja and Rigathi, despite the fact that they've been, of course, they're in the same side of the political coalition, the ruling coalition, but there've been underlying acrimony between the two. So Ruto realized that if we will have deputy president as a party leader, then have Johnson Sakaja as a party leader, the party will lack synergy. And it will be understood. For example, Rigathi-Gachagua is the deputy president. Then Nairobi governor is also deputy party leader. In terms of hierarchy, Rigathi would actually still believe that he is the party leader and the others are just masqueraders. And that will cause that acrimony. The loser at the end of it will be UDA party. Remember the reason why that position was being created. Why, of course, the constitution, the UDA constitution, envisions 3 deputies, by the way, just like ODM. The constitution of UDA party, inasema they should have 3 deputies. But political pundits also saw that as a strategy that Ruto was trying to pull so that he can manage the Rigathi-Gachagua's ego. The shareholder man, the tiger man, hold that ego. Number 2, this did not go well, and Ruto had to make a U-turn because if the UDA party is supposed to be the party to be used for even to manage Ruto's succession, then there is another succession war going on in Rift Valley. I want to believe that part of the succession politics, Ruto succession, the one that has started in Rift Valley where Murkomen had started campaigning in the Kipsigis region as William Ruto's successor, they will still want to see someone from Kalenjin in that party leadership. and especially a powerful position. So that would, when Sakaja would be there, Sakaja maybe was getting directly to the Ruto succession, and Sakaja also comes from that other side of the country. There is a very clear, there is a political rumor that Sakaja is also coming from Kalenjin land. I don't know, it's not substantiated, but that has been there in the corridors. So you must have pulled and realized that, you know what, I need to think about a Murkomen as a deputy party leader somewhere, or a party leader somewhere, still live there so that I can relinquish my position and get someone. It's because of Kalenjin succession, the Rift Valley succession. Now lastly, Rigathi envisions himself as Ruto's immediate successor. And if that position is threatened, he can even risk leaving the party. So to avoid all those squabbles and to ensure that still things are intact, William Ruto could not. And by that I want to tell you, if there is something that Ruto fears most, is the vote basket getting drained. I've just seen now he's made a U-turn on privatization of Kenya ports. Well, the whole story was here for the last week that, you know what, the ports are going to be privatized. Now today he's saying we are not going to privatize, but we are going to expand the port, and that's why we're increasing others, we're bringing others. Well, the whole story read very clearly that even the head of KPA was taking bids for people that wanted to run some specific ports there. Today, after the Mombasa governor raised his voice and even called Raila Odinga there, and to add his voice into that privatization, it was made a U-turn because he's realized that he's losing Mombasa. It is the same story with now the merger. He has changed that, you know what, just talk to them. Well, while himself he had sent Malala to ask Mudavadi and Wetangula to follow their parties and join UDA. Because he's realizing that that is also eating to Western vote, that has changed. That is the same thing in security of tenure. Thank you guys. Let's meet on Saturday for our next podcast.